Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete here. Happy, I don't even know what day it is, Friday to everybody. Happy day after the first round of the draft to everybody. It's early in the morning, the night after the first round of the draft, which we were all up late for, so I'm super tired right now. But I just want to recap some, now that I've had some time to digest what we saw last night. There's just a couple of things I want to say. This is not going to be a long video whatsoever. So obviously I thought that Murray was going to go number one, so there's no shocker there. I think the first probably biggest shock of the draft was Clelin Ferrell going to the Raiders with the 4th overall pick. I still think it was a good pick. Obviously I'm biased as a Clemson guy, but I do think it's a good pick. And obviously they always say it only takes one team to fall in love with you to pick you higher than where you're projected to go. And clearly, John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders fell in love with Clelin Ferrell. They are trying to make up for that massive mistake that they made. At least what I consider to be a mistake in trading away Khalil Mack last year. So the first thing they did was try to go get a pass rush and a dynamic defensive end. And I think they did that in Ferrell. So I'm happy for him, and I think the Oakland Raiders are going to be very happy with him as well. We'll see. Now, the next biggest thing... actually, probably the biggest shock of the entire night is Daniel Jones with the 6th overall pick to the New York Giants. Now look. We all know how much Pigskin Pete loves to say when he's right and brag about it on YouTube. And I got to say, this might be my biggest shining moment of all on YouTube. So write this day down. This is going to be the best brag I've had. Forget the Clemson National Championship game. Forget everything. Daniel Jones, when Josh Allen... First of all, I thought Josh Allen would probably go in the top 4. That's who I thought the Raiders were going to pick at number 4 was Josh Allen. But he fell. And then who someone else took Devin White, right? Or Bush. Anyway, so the Giants, they had... No Giants fan or even any mock drafter in America thought for 1 second that by the time the Giants picked at number 6, that both Dwayne Haskins and Josh Allen would still be on the board, right? And they pick Daniel Jones. Now, I'm not saying Daniel Jones won't be a good quarterback at one point, but with the 6th pick, listen, they could have picked Josh Allen or... forget Dwayne Haskins. If they wanted Daniel Jones, okay, they could have taken Josh Allen at 6, and then Daniel Jones would have still been there at 17. I'm sorry, he still would have. And if they were paranoid about him not being there at 17, they could have traded up to then get him after they get Josh Allen. But to pass on Josh Allen, this is Dave Gettleman's finest hour. And I'm friends with a lot of you Giants fans on YouTube, and I know you've been hearing me say this about Dave Gettleman. I've been warning you. As a friend, I've been warning you about this guy. And so, I told you so. I told you so. This is what Dave Gettleman did at Carolina too. Now, he didn't do something quite this bad, but what he does is he trades away your best players, and then he's terrible in the draft. Now, he'll hit on a few good players. Not every person he drafted at Carolina was bad. I mean, he drafted Christian McCaffrey, who's one of my favorite players, obviously. He drafted some good players from Carolina, but a lot of his first overall picks were complete busts. That's what he's known for. I don't know what he's not. He always says, "Oh, I'm a best available player guy." No, you're not, because the best available player at number 6 was not Daniel Jones. Sorry, just wasn't. Not even close. So anyway. They did good after that. They got Dexter Lawrence and I think Dondre Baker, right? Anyway, terrible pick. And now all these Giant fans are wanting Dave Gettleman fired. And yeah, you should go ahead and fire him now. And just because the longer this goes on, the more misery you're going to be going through. Wait till next year's draft. It's going to probably be even worse. Anyway, as far as Carolina's pick went, I was super happy with Brian Burns. That's exactly what I wanted, was either an offensive tackle or a defensive end, and Brian Burns is a elite defensive end, so I'm super happy with that. And I'm really hoping that they can either move up or snag a really good offensive lineman in the second round. I mean, I really can't believe that Cody Ford and Jawan Taylor are still on the board. I mean, listen, I think they're going to go soon before Carolina picks again. So if Carolina really wants one of those two guys, they're going to have to trade up to get him in this next round. So I'm looking forward to the next round. The next round, I think, is going to be really, really full of a lot of offensive players. You're going to see a ton of wide receivers go. You're going to see a ton of maybe running backs. Not a ton, but we only had one go in the first round. It's going to be an offensive latent second round. So a lot of people love the offensive side of the football as far as drafts go. So it should be a lot of fun. And I'll check in with you guys later. I told you so. Have a great day. Pigskin Pete checking out.